But if I were a basketball coach, I would have 5 men on my team, I swear to you, because I want to win. I'll get the toughest, tallest, strongest men in history that want to go into the women's sphere, and I will have the greatest basketball team in the history of our world.
The insurrectionist who tried to overthrow democracy and brags of barely passing a dementia test is spewing nonsense again.
I'll say to LeBron James, who I don't like very much, I'll say, LeBron, did you ever have thoughts of going woman? Because if you did, I'd like to have you on my basketball team.
The cruelty of degrading trans people is the point. However, it appears he already has at least one member on his roster.
I've never seen him one time, act inappropriate. I've never seen him one time act inappropriate.
You know, you're really beautiful.
I'll go backstage before a show, and I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it.
I've never seen him one time act inappropriate.
I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
I can do anything.
I've never seen him one time act inappropriate.
This may be the best of all.
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
I've never seen him one time.
That would be the cheating conman Donald Trump groping Rudy Giuliani, who plays the position of small forward on Trump's dreamy basketball team. You see, the days of new material for Trump are over. Suggesting LeBron go women was uttered almost 1 year ago in July of 2021. Quote, if I were a coach, I'll tell you I wouldn't be talking to too many women. As we know, women. I'd be getting some of these people that they're women. At that Phoenix rally, Trump then drew into the fantasy of LeBron James competing with women. Somebody said that if LeBron James ever decided to get the operation, how would he be on the court? And by the way, LeBron James, you can have him. The 2020 losing presidential candidate exclaimed. Yet recently, Trump, ever the one to change his tune, isn't exactly keeping the mindset of you can have him. After all, he invited the NBA's second greatest scorer of all time to join his team. So which one is it, sir? Former NBA player, activist, and author Eaton Thomas responded to Trump's messaging saying, what does that even mean? Donald Trump is so threatened by LeBron and Kaepernick, which is why they live rent-free in his mind.
I don't think I don't want to go. That's really
It all began with Golden State Warriors superstar Stephen Curry, along with then Cavs man James saying, I know no matter who wins this series, no one wants the invite anyway to the Trump White House, so it won't be Golden State or Cleveland going.
Going to the White House is considered a great honor for a championship team. Steph Curry is hesitating, therefore invitation is withdrawn.
After saying they will not go, Trump tried playing strongman by disinviting the winning NBA team, prompting this tweet from LeBron James calling Trump a bum, reiterating that they already said they would not attend. As much as the insurrectionist ex-president loves talking about ratings, he likely despised that LeBron tweet of him, which was the most retweeted post by an athlete for the entire year of 2017. As LeBron James launched a school in his hometown of Akron for disadvantaged youth, creating opportunities he realizes he never had as a child to empower those coming up, including, by the way, free tuition, free uniforms, free bikes and helmets, free transportation to and from the school, free breakfast, free lunch, free snacks, a food pantry for families, GEDs and job placement services for parents, and guaranteed tuition to the University of Akron for every student who graduates. Well, when it comes to school, and Trump, well, it's the polar opposite. In 2017, a judge approved a $25 million class action settlement that levied claims of fraud against President Trump and his Trump University real estate classes. As with most everything he does, duping people into the con is just part of the strategy. In return of caring for the people in his hometown, Trump called James low IQ, a racist trope that he is never shy of peddling in.
Trump used his charity's money to pay his business expenses and make personal purchases.
I talked to tax experts who said they'd never seen anybody do anything like what he's done in the last few years, which is use the money in his charity to basically pay off the legal settlements of his for-profit businesses.
The same can't be said for the other guy.
I want the best for the American people.
I'd like to punch him in the face.
Very well-run properties. If you've been to one, you know that. Very well-run properties.
He offered to withdraw from the process?
To no surprise, Donald Trump is a cheat. You likely saw our previous video outlining the claims made against the commander-in-chief. Rick Riley's new book illustrating how golf explains Trump. Here's what we found.
I can still remember Pele.
Yes, Pele. Renowned as one of, if not the best soccer players of all time, he and Trump have a similarity. They both kick balls, just differing sports.
You know, he kicks the ball out of the rough so many times, the caddies call him Pele.
President made a hole-in-one, 180-yard 5-iron.
Narrating behind the camera is another brown-nosing enabler, the man in frame, the insurrectionist ex-prez.
It's there. That's great.
There it is.
That's great, thank you.
The most fit president ever showed a nice yoga pose he just learned, and he really wants us to believe this occurred.
The guys want a picture with you.
Let's get it. You don't see that.
You don't see that very often.
Get a picture, little guy.
It's unbelievable.
Get right here, squiggly, right here. Flag.
Yeah, the flag. Yeah, dude.
I mean, where do we possibly begin? First things first, I'm surprised one of these schmoes didn't bend over to get his ball like South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham did. Well, maybe that's when the camera wasn't rolling on another tee. You expect us to truly believe this dude hit a hole-in-one? How gullible do you think we are? Well, let me take that back for a second. Maybe not us, you know, the ones who see through it. No, definitely not. Not one bit. Nope.
Trump himself, at that same rally, continued to stoke the big lie.
And actually, we won by a lot. They rigged the election, and now, based on the rigged election, they're destroying our country.
This is all he's got, and he has made millions off it.
Break down Trump's Save America PAC, and it serves as a perfect illustration of this basic Trump grift. The PAC was initially formed in the immediate wake of Trump's 2020 loss to ostensibly raise money to finance various election challenges around the country. Within days of the formation of the PAC, Trump's team had sent no less than 100 email solicitations for it. The vast majority of those focused on the made-up idea that he had been cheated out of the victory. One, sent in mid-November, called on every single patriot to help defend the integrity of the election. Predictably, given Trump's sway over the base of the Republican Party, the PAC rapidly raised tens of millions of dollars, with people giving to fight the supposed attempts to rob Trump of a 2020 election win.
Slate reported that in the fine print, like everything else in Donald Trump and his trust fund baby's world, was in essence a grift. This is just the latest. Save America PAC is a scam, and they know it.